Lecture number 4, Writing an Informative Abstract. In Lecture 4, we will review the structure of an informative abstract and prepare to write an informative abstract to be submitted for the COP conference program in June. Let's review the purpose of your informative abstract. It is an advertisement for your presentation. It is an appeal to your audience. And it's an overview of your research-based presentation. Always keep your viewers in mind as you're writing your informative abstract. For the COP conference in June, the viewers of your presentations will be your fellow COP members, your peers. Keep this in mind as you write your abstract. Let's review the structure of an informative abstract. We have the purpose or background, methods, findings or results, and finally, conclusions or implications. Component 1, background or purpose. The background, motivation, or problem statement will set the context and explain why your work is important. As you're writing this, ask yourself these questions. Why did I start this? What is the problem being addressed? Here are some examples. Component 2, methods. This is a description of the parameters. Communicate the core details of your research or project, and briefly explain what you did to gather information or to address an issue. As you're writing this, ask yourself this question: what did I actually do to get my results? Here are some examples. Component 3, findings or results. This is a description of outcomes. State results and describe what was learned. Convey as much detail as space allows. As you're writing this, ask yourself these questions. What did I learn? What happened as a result of my project? Here are some examples. Component 4, conclusions or implications. This is where you discuss the key impact of your research, possible future effects or results, and recommendations for future action or study. As you're writing this, ask yourself these questions. What do we understand from these results? What does it mean? Why should people care? Here are some examples. Now that we have reviewed the 4 components, let's discuss some abstract style tips. The abstract should focus on summarizing the overall presentation. Remember, this is just a summary. You do not need to give a lot of details. Be consistent with what you will share in your presentation. The content in the abstract and your presentation should be consistent. And follow the organization's font, margins, and word limit guidelines. For the COP conference, your abstract should only be 150 to 200 words. As you're writing, follow the 4 C's. Be complete. Make sure you cover the 4 major components that we've reviewed. Be concise. Make sure it's not too wordy, and make sure it does not contain unnecessary information. Be clear. Make sure it's readable and well organized. And finally, be cohesive. It should flow smoothly between the components. Let's look at an example abstract. Highlighted in red, you'll see the background and purpose. Notice that it explains the context and describes the problem. Next, we have the methods. These describe the sample that was used and the research instrument. Finally, the author was able to summarize the findings or results in 2 sentences. And then we have the conclusions or implications. Now it's your turn. For homework assignment number 3, you will submit the draft of your abstract to your mentors for feedback by June 5th. You will upload this to the Google folders. You can see the link below the video. After you receive feedback from your mentors, you will then need to submit your final draft to Meg by June 10th. Your abstract, along with your professional biography and your picture, will all be listed in the COP conference program. Please note, a schedule of research presentations will be available on Blackboard starting June 12th. Good luck with writing your abstract. We're looking forward to seeing you in Bangkok.